Hello EastEnders fans, yes I'm back with all new reviews, but not as single reviews every single day. I'll be reviewing EastEnders on Friday when the Friday's episode is finished airing, and I'll be reviewing all the episodes in one review. So yeah, on to all the reviews. My thoughts and opinions throughout this week's EastEnders. So, of course, it was the knife crime storyline, raising awareness of stabbing. This was a heartfelt storyline, and it's powerful performances by Bonnie Lamford's Zach Morris and Cherie, who plays Shakil. And yeah, it was powerful performances, and of course Lorraine Stanley as well as Karen Taylor, and everyone else who was involved in this tragic storyline. So yeah, on Monday's episode was the kickstarter of the knife crime storyline, where Keegan finds himself in a situation leading to dangerous consequences. Haley and Kat comes to blows, but yeah, of course Keegan steals a bike from the gang who he stole from, and then Shakil asks him to take it back, but he doesn't. So Shakil takes him back, and Keegan tries to, Bex tells Keegan that he took some out of your coat pocket, and Keegan rushes after him to get it, and then he sees one of the gang member the gang member was looking for Keegan inside the Vic, but it didn't work. They kept it in their mouth shut. Keegan after that, Keegan sees one of the gang member near the alleyway of the outside the Vic, Keegan says, "Oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" And he runs into the gang member, runs into that alleyway door outside the Queen Vic, and you see the main gang member with a knife, and slits his throat right there. So yeah. So after that, everyone was celebrating, and then Keegan was holding pressing his wound, and you see the gang guy all smiley and all that shit. It was like, mate. And then you see Shakil holding the dear life as well, holding his wound as well on his back. And yeah, and Keegan says, "Shakil." And then it went So on to Tuesday's episode. Yes, it was like Mick is of course Mick Shakil was. So yeah, Mick makes a horrible discovery. Haley tries to make the most of her situation, as should, and Maria leave Masood stunned. So yeah, Mick, Shakil tries to find some help. I of course asked Mick, but Mick think that he was tipsy, of course, but it wasn't. He was stabbed, of course, and then Shakil was trying to look for some help, and of course Keanu and Bernadette were looking for Keegan, and Keegan was like, "Mum." I was like, "What?" And then you see Mick and Shirley have an argument in the basement of the Vic, outside where Keegan is. And after that, of course Linda asks, "Oh, have you shut the film properly?" "Yeah, I'm gonna check." And then Mick hears a bang on the door, and it's Keegan, and of course Keegan asks for dear life. Mick finds Keegan on the floor and see the gang member chained him, of course. Idiots. And yeah, you see Mick holding Keegan and with the ambulance, and until he gave up with the ambulance and said, "Oh wait, to come," and it takes him into the road. But yeah, takes him to the hospital himself, and until Mick says, until Keegan keeps saying Shakil, and yeah, open the door, and then they trapped. At the end of the episode, Mick is trapped with Keegan, and yeah, with the van nearly going close of their dear life. Yeah, dear life until Thursday's episode. Thursday's episode. So yeah, the events of last night leave everyone shaken. Kat attempts to get revenge on Haley. So, So, yes, of course they make out safely. And then the ambulance people said, "What did we say? What did we say? Wait for the ambulance." And they did, and Keegan is safely unpressured, safely in hospital, of course, and of course Mick had to call the Taylors about Keegan. And then the hunt for Shakil, it was. And Masood discovers some blood near the bins, and of course Shakil is there, and yeah, but he didn't notice it at all, and then he notices it, and you see Shakil there, and of course can see sees him and says Shakil, and yeah, and then it was a race against time. Won't he survive? And they were like keep heartbeating into dear life of Shakil, and then it ended with I will tell you the other storylines in a bit, guys. And then until into another cliffhanger of someone returning. So yeah, find out, guys. So on last night's devastating, emotional episode with a brilliant performance from Bonnie Lamford. At the beginning of the episode, it was the race against time, and that Carmel comes and runs to the hospital, see if Shakil's alright. And then of the doctors keep do it like 1, 2, 3, 4 on him, and until they say to Kush, until Carmel comes. Oh, sorry for the loss. And then Carmel thinks he's still alive. Carmel thinks he's still alive, but he's not. And then you see Keegan wants to see Shakil, but Keegan says tells Mick to say goodbye, and of course Keegan lies to the police, and then he doesn't. He tells the police, "Oh, I stole a bike." Thank God, Keegan, well done. And then an emotional, devastating scenes the doctors, Kush, Carmel, and Denise go. Kush, Carmel, and Kush's dad come and the curtains open and you see Shakil lying there dead. Yeah, which was heartbreaking scenes, which was. The whole episodes were hard to watch. It was. But yeah, it was good. It was raising awareness for knife crime. Of course, it was. Yeah, and then at the end of the episode, in emotional scenes again, Carmel says, "My baby, night night." I was like, oh. Yeah, it was heartbreaking scenes. So, all that, what was going on? Hayley was on the tube meeting a guy in Monday's. I think it was Monday's episode. No, Tuesday's episode. Meeting a guy, robbed some guy, and of course, yeah. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? And of course, on Thursday's episode, Hayley is meeting a mystery guy, and yeah, meeting a mystery guy, and of course, of Thursday's episode, we find out of course Kat was going to have revenge, but she didn't, and then Hayley, we find out it was Alfie. It was Alfie. And then on Friday's episode we see Hayley talking to Alfie and we find out some secrets about what happened in Spain. Of course, we find out that Kat nearly killed her son, Ewan. I was like, what? And and of course Hayley and Alfie had a fling, and Hayley's pregnant, of course, we found out as well on Monday's episode. But yeah, it was shocking. It was like a few shocks all around. But yeah, what makes a good episode of EastEnders? There was a few problems because it was meant to be a knife crime storyline, and there was I know they have to have another storyline, which is Hayley's storyline. I think the knife crime storyline needed more screen time. I think Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays and Fridays episodes this week was, I wanted more of the knife crime storyline. It was like, cut to Hayley, cut to Hayley and Alfie, cut to Hayley and Alfie of the knife crime storyline. It was annoying. I did enjoy the episodes, and it was hard to watch emotional scenes as well. And then we have a funny scene with Mo, of course, Jean, of course, but it was just constantly cut into a different character's storyline, and it was meant to be a knife crime storyline. The knife crime storyline, and it was like, okay, mixed emotions, trying to be upset, and then you make me laugh. God, mate. But I do love EastEnders with the heart-wrenching storylines, and this was the heart-wrenching one yet. It was. Of course, they've done heart-wrenching storylines before, with the stillborn storyline as well, and yeah. But yeah, it was a heart-wrenching storyline, this one. But yeah, so yeah, the whole episode, so I'm going to give Monday's episode 8.8 out of 10. Tuesday's episode 9 out of 10. I give Thursday's episode 9.3 out of 10. And I give Friday's episode 9.6 out of 10 because it was a marvellous week of heart-wrenching episodes and of a bit annoyance of like cut into different scene where it's meant to be the knife crime storyline. Yeah. So EastEnders continues on Monday at 8 o'clock on BBC One. So don't go anywhere, guys, for more all-week round-up of EastEnders next week. So yeah, stay tuned for that on Friday, boy. So yeah, keep on subscribing to my channel, guys, for all things sketches, reviews of the Keegan Show and more. Give us a big thumbs up, comment down below what you thought of the Ninth Ghost storyline, guys. And yeah, comment down below. And yeah, click the subscribe button if you're new around here. Click the bell button if you get a notification when I upload. And see you for more EastEnders reviews next week. Goodbye, guys. And coming up next will be more review of last night's Hollyoaks. Peace, love. Bye, guys. See ya.